But let me be clear about something, because I don't want nobody to mess around and find out. My personal space is my personal space. You don't get to get in my personal space. You don't get to come ask me questions. You don't get to do any of that. Showing just how ignorant and immature you all are. You all really need to grow up and get yourselves together. Don't mess around and find out. Do not get in my personal space. Don't come with me with no bad energy. Don't do any of that. That's all I'm saying. You guys are so immature. It's unbelievable. And all those folks with all this keyboard energy and all this negativity, when they see you in person, they can barely hold their head up. Same little group of people that comes to the meeting, but make no mistake, I'm not Tiffany Henyard. You will not get up in my personal space. I'm just telling you, because that might not work out well for you.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Y'all act stupid. I said it. And stop acting stupid. Don't give me a reason to call you stupid. Your actions are stupid. Anytime you go in a meeting and keep up chaos and havoc, and then you get pissed off if somebody call you what you're acting, then grow up and stop acting stupid. But what you will not do is get in my personal space, because that won't work out well for you. Now, share the video.
Oh my gosh. Tiff 2.0. Tiffany Henyard 2.0. I'm going to let her tell you her name, and we'll explain some of this. But I'm telling you, this person, you thought Tiffany was bad? But let's get to know who this next person that wants to be a mayor in Dolton is.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment. But we did hear from the woman who could be running against her in the upcoming mayoral election, thanks to what happened here. You're looking at video from the lively Democratic Party caucus for Thornton Township earlier this month.
You didn't run none of this the right way. Illegal.
I'll never forget that day. I was laughing when that happened in Thornton Township, but just stick with me. It's about to come full circle, and we're about to get into Dolton. Hold on, just 1 second.
But a Henyard ally used nearly identical reasoning to try to get one of the candidates running against Henyard in the Dolton mayoral race off the ballot, Cassandra Hopkins Jordan.
And so now we have Cassandra Hopkins Jordan. She wants to run for Tiffany Tiff spot, right? Okay, all right. You know, she's mad. She got kicked off the ballot because of Tiffany. So now, but anyway, who cares? This woman is now going to be able to run. Well, there was a little Facebook post, and we're going to hop into that real quick and see how she feels about the residents of Dolton. And after I edited this video, I realized I didn't give this channel a shout out. It comes from Dear Woke Christian. You've probably seen it up here somewhere. If you want, go over, give him a sub. He's been following a lot of the stuff going in Dolton and Thornton Township. Go over there, give him a sub, but this is where this video comes from. So let's get into it.
Let me say this, and let me be very clear. And I want to be very, very clear, because I believe in all things we should get an understanding. So I want you all to get a clear understanding. Now, I get it with this mayor race, people emotions and all that stuff is high, and people, just strive with mess and the whole 9 yards. I get it. But let me be clear about something, because I don't want nobody to mess around and find out.
That's one way to start a video out. Let's keep going.
My personal space is my personal space. You don't get to get in my personal space. You don't get to come ask me questions. You don't get to do any of that. You get to stay out of my personal space. Now, I get it. You all on your little Dolton politics page showing just how ignorant and immature you all are. And the stuff that you guys do, it speaks volume about the leader that you are supporting. Because you will never see people that support me out acting the way a lot of you all act. And the sad part about it is, it's a lot of you seniors. It's embarrassing the way a lot of you guys act. You all really need to grow up and get yourselves together. But I'm going to be clear about this thing. Do not get me mistaken, and do not listen. I'm just telling you, don't be fooled. Don't mess around and find out. Do not get in my personal space. Don't come with me with no bad energy. Don't do any of that. That's all I'm saying. Now, we can run this race. Yes, I'm going to be dropping receipts. Yes, I'm going to be doing my videos. Now, if you are so strong about your candidate and if you are so confident in your candidate, it doesn't take all of that. See, when you got people being messy, being nasty, calling people all out of their names, I said, you should, and y'all think I don't see the garbage that you posted in the Dolton Politics page?
Are we seeing a trend here? Are we seeing a trend? It sounds like the only difference between Tiffany and this chick is just the way they look. Like, leave your comment down below if you think this is it. I wouldn't vote for this woman. This woman's batshit crazy, but she's not over. It's not over yet. Stick with me. Leave your comment down below if this bitch is nuts.
Every post comes to me. You don't know who I know that's in that page that's watching it. So it just shows a lot about what type of leadership we would have in office. This stuff is ridiculous. A lot of you guys need to grow up. You guys are so immature. It's unbelievable. And all those folks with all this keyboard energy and all this negativity, when they see you in person, they can barely hold their head up because that lets you know they're all about mess and gossip and all this other crazy stuff. You should be glad someone is running for mayor and giving you an option and trying to help build this village back up. Like, make this stuff make sense. You guys are so hell-bent on crazy stuff. If you are confident about your candidate, then be confident about your candidate, but carry yourself with grace and dignity. You guys are an embarrassment. And it's the same little group of people that comes to the meeting, but make no mistake, I'm not Tiffany Henyard. You will not get up in my personal space. I'm just telling you, because that might not work out well for you.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
So let's not do that. You don't get to approach me. You don't get to do any of that.
Wow.
Now, I believe things should be done decently in order. Now, if you know you are not for me, I'm fine with that. Listen, when I started this journey, I knew everybody was not going to be for me, and I'm fine with that. What do I care about you all's opinion about me?
Wow.
It does not matter.
Damn. You really don't want to win. Like, you were sounding just like Tiff Tiff. Good old, this is Tiff Tiff 2.0. I'm not joking. And I really hope that nobody votes for this woman, and I hope she gets a big old dose of humble pie, because the way she's speaking is sideways. You should share this everywhere in Dolton. Put it on anything and everything to do with this woman. I'll try to leave links in the description, but this lady is batshit crazy. But we're not even close to being over. Stay with it, because it's funny.
Do you understand? What you think about me is none of my business. That's you and your feelings and your perception and your emotions. All I can say to you is get over it, because I could care less. I could care less at all. But what we will not do is be disrespectful and get in my personal space. I'm just telling you, that might not work out so well for you. Let's not do that, okay? Because I don't want to have to go there. And you don't want me to have to go there. Do you understand? So listen, we're in a race and it's fine. If you're so confident about your candidate, Jason House, then be confident about your candidate. Y'all out here acting a bunch of fools. Like, what are you fighting over? Help me to understand. What are you fighting over? Like, when I look at a lot of these people, you ought to be wanting somebody to come in and help you build this thing back up. Y'all are one paycheck from being homeless.
What the fuck did you just say, Sal? I don't know.
When you look at this village, you look at all the stuff that's going on, you ought to want somebody that's going to help. Now, y'all rooting for a person that helped bring the destruction to the village. Like, what kind of juice or brainwash stuff that you guys are drinking? Like, it makes absolutely no sense at all. But I'm saying tonight, let's be clear on one thing. I don't care who you support. Don't get up in my personal space. Don't get up in my face, because I'm telling you now, that ain't going to work out well for you. Because I don't care nothing about no race when it comes to no foolishness like that. I'm just telling you.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Respect my space. If you don't like me, keep your distance. If you don't like what I say on my page, keep strolling. You don't have to come on my page.
Oh, we
what
do.
sense does that make? You come on my page and get mad about what I'm saying. Go get a life.
We're sad.
Find you something to do. Get busy being productive. A lot of you all, that's the problem. Y'all need some jobs. Y'all need something to do with your time. You got too much time on your hands.
Welcome to YouTube. Yeah, I said welcome to YouTube.
There's a lot to do in this village. If you just ain't got nothing to do with your time, all these abandoned houses, get a crew together and go start cleaning those houses out. Because I'm going to continue to be producing my videos. I'm going to continue to be producing receipts. If we are going to expose corruption, then we need to expose it all. We don't get to pick and choose who we want to expose. As I have said before, and I will keep saying, you all were on the ticket with Tiffany. You all went throughout the village. You convinced these people to vote for her. So therefore, you all are responsible for what is going on in the village. Now stop with the foolishness. I don't care what you say about that Dolton politics page. I'd have been called bitches, whores, all kind of trash, you name it. Just a bunch of old stupid ignorant stuff, and it doesn't bother me.
It does, though.
So maybe you all want a reaction, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't bother me. I mean, look at me and look at some of y'all. I'd be mad too. Let's be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously. At the end of the day. So
There's
stop
no
with the
way this is
foolishness.
serious.
But one thing I will not do, I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are. You will not come in my personal space with no foolishness. That ain't gonna work out well for you. I'm just telling you. So let's all get an understanding. We all can run a race, and we all can be cordial to one another. And if you don't like what I'm posting, then just don't watch. It's just that simple. How are you so mad about me running for mayor? What sense does that make? You just make sure your candidate win. That's all. Like, do you see
You're
my
doing that.
people out here acting a fool? Because
We
we
don't
have
see your
class.
people. We don't see your people.
We know how to conduct ourselves. We understand we're running a race. We understand it might get a little touchy and people, little feelings or whatever might get involved. But do you see any of my people out here acting a fool the way you see Jason House people out here acting a fool? As a leader, I would be embarrassed because anybody attached to me, I would not allow them to act that way. So that speaks a lot about leadership. It speaks a lot about the people that you have around you. You have to understand you are the company you keep. So if they're messy and all of the above, then you are what they are because you are the company that you keep around you. So let's make this clear, people.
That woman don't make no sense.
I ain't going nowhere. I'll see you on April the 1st. You understand that?
April Fool's
But
Day.
what you will not do, you will not get up in my personal space. I'm just saying. Now, somebody tried me tonight, and that thing almost went left. I'm just telling you.
I don't even know what to say. This sounds like Tiffany, but it's not Tiffany's voice, and it doesn't look like Tiffany. This is a wild woman on a wild rant, and she is completely unhinged. And you know something? I hope that the entire village of Dolton sees any one of these videos in this woman saying the things that she's saying, because if she doesn't care about, if anything, shut your mouth. Don't be like Tiff. Don't be like Tiff. You're Tiff 2.0, and because of what you're saying, this is why you won't get elected. If you were a little bit more well-spoken, but obviously you have this let's just say this entitlement that because you're a black woman or something, that I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm just saying this is exactly what Tiff did. Same thing, just different person. So, but we're not done. It ain't over.
Don't get in my personal space.
Wow.
You can call me all the names in the world. You can say whatever you want to say. Just don't ever put your hands on me and don't ever get in my space. I am not Tiffany Henyard. There is a difference between us. You understand that? That's all I'm saying.
What are you saying?
At the end of the day, if you are confident about your candidate, then be confident about your candidate. All that crazy stuff is not necessary. Once again, you just go to the polls and you vote for who you want. I don't understand why people are so upset. Some folks are so upset till they trembling. They ready to cry. Like, make that stuff make sense. You all, and if anything, I would be pissed off if I got all these people sitting in office and you all mad about the videos that I'm posting. This is what the village is actually starting to look like. So you mad because I'm posting a video? No, you should be mad at the people that you trying to put back in office, that's sitting in office off of your tax dollars, making a check and not fixing up the village. Right, literally behind the village hall, it looked like, oh my God. Just go on the page and watch part 2 of the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. This stuff is ridiculous. Black folks, we got to do better. We have to do better. We will forever be considered to be last. We will forever be counted out because we just stay stuck on stupid. We stay stuck on ignorant. All we want to do is fight and argue. And
Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Like what you're doing right now.
Be divided and get our point across and this and that and steal and lie and all the above. And then we wonder why we as a race are so far behind.
Like
Look
what
at how
you're
the
doing right
elderly
now.
folks act. You can't even respect them for the way they act. This is ridiculous. Women in their 60s and 70s just acting a flat out nut, acting a flat out fool.
Wow.
It is ridiculous. It is embarrassing. How can we teach the younger folks when you got old silly fools and they're just acting an old fool? Yeah, I said it. I don't care if you don't like it. I said it.
Does she not realize herself?
You all are supposed to be seasoned with grace. You're supposed to teach the younger folks. But when we see our older folks acting a fool, it is embarrassing. Flat out embarrassing. You all are the ones that's supposed to be teaching the younger generation. But then you got your people up there that you rooting for. They feeding off of you all acting a bunch of fools. They feeding off you all getting online, acting a fool and cussing folks out and calling people all out their name and all that other stuff.
That's what you're doing, though.
Y'all are embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
I would literally tell this woman to pull out a mirror and shine it back at her. But the fucked up thing is that she actually literally has a camera faced at her, and she's looking at herself, saying the things that she's saying, and the more, like, this was the demise of Tiff, was all the bullshit that was happening, right? And then this woman, she's not even in office. She's not even a trustee. She's nobody. And she's trying to run for mayor. And she thinks creating this video was the best idea. You can't be this stupid. You can't be this dense. If you are, I am truly sorry for your ignorance and stupidity. But, you know something? Try to have some humility in your life and use less words. That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Maybe you should listen to the people instead of talking with your friggin' blah, 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 sucker. That blah, 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 sucker.
Like flat out embarrassing. Well, Miss Melinda, if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's embarrassing how people are acting. And yes, I'm calling them stupid, and because the actions of them are stupid. Now, and if you don't agree with what I say, baby doll, stroll on. Because it's embarrassing the way our seniors are acting. It's embarrassing the way they go to these meetings and act like they don't have no common sense. So before you come on here asking a stupid question, then you're going to get a stupid answer. Wow. People need to stop acting stupid and grow up. It's okay to run a race. It's okay to support a person. But to get online, calling people bitches and whores and trash and stupid and dumb, I ain't Tiffany Henyard. I'll match your energy. I'm just telling you.
Clearly.
Especially when you get in my personal space. So now if you don't like what I'm saying, stroll it. Stop trolling and stroll it. I don't understand people that comes on and you get upset about what a person is saying. If it upsets you that bad, then keep it moving. Nobody asked you to be over here. Clearly, you got itching ears and you want to hear. So, yes, y'all act stupid. I said it. And stop acting stupid. Don't give me a reason to call you stupid. Your actions are stupid. Anytime you go in a meeting and keep up chaos and havoc, and then you get pissed off if somebody call you what you're acting, then grow up and stop acting stupid. But what you will not do is get in my personal space, because that won't work out well for you. Now, share the video. You got an earful. Share the video.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, and
we will.
All is well. You over here strolling. Nobody cares about your opinion. Clearly, you care about what I'm doing. You strung out on what I'm doing. You know, first you guys, and when it comes to it's like, I've never seen people so strung out on this young lady. Tiffany this, Tiffany that, Tiffany that. Child, I ain't never met the girl, don't care to meet the girl. You all have gotten rid of her, then guess what?
And you're expecting the people of Dolton, Illinois to vote for you? You are actually probably a little bit more delusional than Tiff. Welcome to Tiff 2.0.
Be at peace with your decision. If you don't like me, then hell, it's simple. You don't vote for me. But ain't nobody kissing you guys behind. Ain't nobody running up behind y'all. Y'all got me effed up. You got it twisted.
Wow.
Take your wagging behind over onto your page and go where you going. Because at the end of the day, it ain't that deep. Either you vote for the person you want, or you vote for the person, or you don't vote for the person that you don't want. It's just that simple. But all this unnecessary foolishness, all this crazy stuff, it is stupid. And let me tell you something. I don't fit your narrative.
Clearly.
That's the problem. You guys want people to tell you stuff that's going to feed your spirit. You better go find something else to feed your spirit, because I have a mind of my own and I can think for myself. I don't care nothing about your narrative. I don't care nothing about what you don't like. You don't like it, then keep strolling. Take your funky tail on and go about your business, because I could care less.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
I'm not here to appease you. I'm here to help solve a problem. And you should be thankful that somebody is willing to get in and fight and solve the problem. Because y'all are one step away from being in the poorhouse. If you see the conditions of this village, if you can truly see what's going on, then you get somewhere and sit down and be trying to help make a change. While you trying to keep recycling the same politicians that's been sitting up taking your money, sitting up living high off the haul off of your paychecks, sitting up living high off the haul off your taxes, and then look at the condition of this village. Don't nobody care about what you think. Come somewhere and have a seat. I'm gonna tell you like I told the other one. Come somewhere and sit down. I ain't got time for your foolishness. I said what I said and I meant what I said. And I'm gonna say it again. Do not get in my personal space. I could care less what you say on the internet. I could care less. And I left the meeting because I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of ignorant folks. That's why I left. And if you're in the meeting, why are you so worried about what it is that I'm doing? Because you obsessed. The same way y'all was obsessed with Tiffany. I guess since she ain't on the scene no more, now you obsessed with me. But hey, listen, go ahead. Run them numbers up. Monetize. You already done monetized my page. Go ahead and run them numbers up. Because at the end of the day, I'm a businesswoman first. Understand that. So stop with the foolishness. Stop with the nonsense. Y'all are embarrassing. It's ridiculous the way you all act. And I ain't talking about no young folks. These are old folks acting like a bunch of old fools out here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I said what I said. Now take that back to your group. Put that in a pocket. Put that in your pocket and smoke it. Y'all are ridiculous. But once again, don't get in my personal space. I'm just telling you, you're going to mess around and find out. Get up in my face with some foolishness. Then you're going to be responsible for what happened. Now I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm done with that too. And I'm really sorry that you had to friggin' get your brain hurt. But guess what? We got Tiff 2.0. I want to give a huge shout out to Dear Woke Christian. You see it up here. He was the one that produced the video. I just happened to, a lot of this Dolton stuff ends up in my feed. I happened to watch this video. Go over there if you want to see it uninterrupted. I will leave the link to the original video in the description. And clean house 2025, because you know something? This lady, she ain't it either. This is a gremlin. You know, somebody poured water on Tiffany, and just like a gremlin, it spawned a bunch of more of these gremlins, and she's a gremlin. Plain and simple. So, don't forget to hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. All the links are in the description. Make sure you're there for the Okeechobee meeting that's coming up, I believe, on the 23rd. The links are in the description. I don't want to say the 23rd, but it's in the description. And I'll see you on the next video. Soliaker. Deuces.